Hey, how you doing, guys? So I've been getting a couple requests on how I did my steering wheel. So I'm gonna do a quick tutorial. Obviously, I'm not gonna take it off, but I'll walk through the process I took to put this carbon fiber steering wheel and remove the stock one, right? So first of all, what you gotta do is behind the steering wheel, right there, is two bolts. There's one here, one the other side. You gotta remove this cap. And what I removed it was with this little, it's like a pick. So got in there, pried it out, and then you have one bolt there, and you have another one. Where is it? It's somewhere back here, right there. So you remove that cap, and to remove that, it takes a 5/16, I believe so. No, I'm sorry, not that one. It takes a 5 Allen. So I have this type. So what you do is stick it in there, move the steering wheel a little bit down with a extension, right? Get it in there, take one bolt off, take the other bolt off from here on this side, and the steering wheel releases, right? So what I did, my process was turn on the car, move the steering wheel to have the space, take off that bolt, turn the steering wheel this way or upwards, whatever, this way or this side, and get the other bolt out, turn off the car before I even remove the steering wheel, then came to the back of the car here and do the quick release to disconnect the battery, because you don't want to be messing around with power on and airbag might go off. So disconnect the negative terminal from there with the quick release, came back to the vehicle, to my car, then remove the steering wheel, remove the airbag, which you'll get something like this. There's actually 3 plugs on the back you gotta remove. I believe it's a green one and a yellow one that connect to the airbag. Then there's this one right here. This is for the horn. You got to remove is somewhere down the bottom of here, behind the airbags on the bottom, and the main harness, which is this one that is for the controls. Once you unplug that and pull the steering wheel out, then you're good to go. And what I use, because they're a little bit small, I use the same pick to like get in there on the clips, right, to push down on the tabs to get them out. Once you're done with the clips, then the next step would be to remove the center bolt. This one, it's going to be like right behind the steering wheel, this one. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's one of these two. Is either it's going to be a 10mm Allen or a 5/16 Allen. But I think I'm aiming more for this one. It was a 10 mil. Get it in there. And I used a breaker bar. All right. The breaker bar to get in there, because it's gonna need some leverage to get it loose. Once you get it loose, then you can just use your regular ratchet to get it out. And that's pretty much it to get the steering wheel out. Then steering wheel pulls straight out. Obviously, will be this one. It'll pull straight out, and you're in position to put the carbon fiber steering wheel in. So when I ordered my carbon fiber, it only came with this control right here. It didn't have this one, right? So I put it back. See, like this, it only came with one. It didn't have this one. But it's a pretty easy swap. You just got to remove this. You got to push this out. Right? It's stuck here. Let me get it out. Okay. And if you see on the back, it's held by like three bolts. I mean, 3 screws. 1, 2, 3. The control comes out, and I swapped it out. Me knowing that mines are working perfectly, I just swapped both of my original ones that I ordered here onto this steering wheel. Like I said, it's a very simple process, and mine's came with this and carbon fiber as well, along with the steering wheel, which that was great. So once you do that, you swap, you put this back. It has some little tabs here and the other side. They go in here first. You push it in and set everything in place, and you're pretty much good to go. So once I did that, I pushed the steering wheel back in place. Torque, bolted this down real tight. I didn't have the torque specs, so I just did as hard as I can. Got it in there nice and snug, and proceeded and put it in the steering wheel, which is you do the 2 connectors that go behind, which is the green one and a yellow one. Connect them back to the airbag, connect the horn, and then the harness. You'll see where it plugs in when you do that. And then that's it. That's pretty much it. Then push the steering wheel back in, pull the bolts back in here, put the cap back on, and go back to your trunk and connect the negative terminal back in, and that's pretty much it. And then one thing I did kind of worry when I first started the car, a bunch of lights came on, that the steering wheel and the maintenance and all that, but all you have to do is drive the car. I drove the car like not even a mile, like 5 minutes, and everything reset it back to normal. And that's the end result right here. Yep. And I got it with the Italian flag. Some other people like the LED here. I don't really like the LED. I didn't want to screw around too much with the electricals, you know, so I just wanted a nicer steering wheel, which it is 100 times better. And that's it. That's pretty much it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Subscribe, like. I'll be posting more content. Peace.